Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at AAVE, its valuations against Bitcoin, hoping for a bounce. In fact, AAVE is holding on for dear life, if I were to put it honestly. AAVE is currently at the 50-week moving average. In fact, we're below the 50-week moving average, something that we have yet to do in quite a while. Ever since November of 2020, we have made at least consecutive bounces off the 50-week moving average successfully. Fourth time's the charm. Who knows? We're currently below it. We've wicked below it. We have closed below it and then immediately bounced back up, like we saw here in June. So this could be one of those times. However, it's difficult to say with certainty. One thing we can note is the RSI, something that also coincides with the 50-week moving averages. We've gone to this level on the RSI many times. Actually, it's at 45.36, and that coincides with the bounces off the 50-week moving average. And we bounce, right? We bounce, we make a high, obviously back in 2020 and 2021, early 2021, that was the biggest jump bounce off the 50-week we've had thus far. And so there's that to take into consideration. There's also this where we're making lower highs off the RSI, and this also coincides with rejections for AAVE, squeezing the price in. Now we're hoping, okay, the game plan, the hopeful plan of action is that we bounce off of here, break through, and then we get to the kind of overbought territory for the RSI, which would kind of coincide with breaking this downward resistance line, and that would really be clear to say that AAVE is on path to make a new all-time high against Bitcoin. But this is wishful thinking. There's a lot of things to going against AAVE. You could say Bitcoin is still fighting against the 20-week moving average. Because of that, all coins are not going to do well. All coins are going to struggle against Bitcoin if that happens. And so that's something to take in mind when looking at this chart. Not only do you need to look at AAVE and its chart patterns, you would also need to keep in mind that Bitcoin is king and Bitcoin will dictate the market. And this is kind of what we're seeing with AAVE, right? AAVE is being dictated by Bitcoin. Bitcoin's being fought over against the 20-week moving average. No one really wants to be gambling on altcoins right now. And so because of that, this is kind of the issue here. Now, my current game plan with AAVE is that I do hold a position. It's not a very large position, but I hold a position nonetheless, and it's a pretty new position. So if AAVE fails to close above the 50-week moving average this week, and next week we don't see an instant, like an answer back, kind of like what we saw here in June of 2021. We did technically close below the 50-week moving average, but we immediately bounced off of it, right? If we look at June 21st, so June 21st, we got to it, and by the next week we immediately got green candles. By the second day of the week, we had a 12% move that brought us back above. If we don't get that, I may close my position on AAVE, because it seems like lower prices are in store for us. If I'm not quick enough to make that move, then I'll just bite the bullet and hold my position and potentially buy more further down the line. It depends on how quick I am to react, and also depends on how quickly I'm able to move my AAVE to an exchange to sell it and then move it back. That's kind of the iffy game here. If I'm not quick enough for that, then I'll just bite the bullet and watch it fall and potentially buy more with Bitcoin. But that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.